Okay, now to an incredible story out of the May primary election. A razor-thin Indiana State Senate primary is now turning into a legal battle over who is actually allowed to vote.
And all of this getting national attention. The challenger in the Republican primary for Senate District 23, Paula Copenhaver, wants to ask some voters under oath about casting a ballot in the Republican primary.
Copenhaver is claiming that some people publicly admitted even though they voted in the Republican primary, they plan to support Democrats in November. And that's where Copenhaver says there is an issue under Indiana law.
13 News State House reporter Emily Longnecker is here to break all this down.
And it's a lot. Copenhaver wants to question certain voters under oath, people her legal team believes may have illegally voted in the Republican primary for Senate District 23. She's asking the Indiana Recount Commission to issue subpoenas and force certain voters to sit down and testify under oath about how and why they voted. Copenhaver's team argues that under Indiana law, you're only supposed to vote in a Republican primary if you voted mostly Republican in the last general election, or if you intend to vote mostly Republican in the next general election. Keep in mind, Indiana does not track how you vote, and it doesn't require you to declare yourself a member of a specific political party when you register. So how would Copenhaver's legal team know if someone who voted in the Republican primary had done so this time around, even though they typically voted for Democrats in the past or plan to vote Democrat in November? Well, this court filing claims some voters publicly admitted on social media and during news interviews that they normally vote Democrat and plan to vote that way in November, and that they only voted in this Republican primary this time to influence the outcome of this race. Court documents include screenshots of many of those public comments, and Copenhaver is arguing that those public comments raise questions about whether those voters were legally eligible to cast ballots in the Republican primary, and these court documents include their names. They are naming names, and we reached out to and talked with some of the people named in these documents, and coming up tonight at 5, we'll tell you what they had to say.
I think some people are watching right now saying, I thought we could vote however we wanted to vote.
It's really a civics lesson, right? It's really a civics lesson in how the primary process works. So, yeah.
Okay, well, more questions. You'll have more answers later tonight.
For sure.
Thank
All right,
you, Emily.
Thanks for breaking that down.
That's a lot.
Absolutely.